your time here, you've met new friends, learned many new skills, and taken on an important role where you work. Now, we want to make sure you are mastering your most important skill: food safety. There are lots of spaces, places, moving parts, and traffic to be aware of. If not properly cleaned, these parts and pieces can harm our food and threaten the safety of our friends, family, and customers. In the next few minutes, we are going to take a tour of the visible and invisible world of the packing house. You'll learn about cross-contact and cross-contamination, our two greatest challenges to food safety. We'll finish with a brief lesson on hand washing and glove use. After watching this program, there will still be much to learn about working in a packing house, but your food safety skills will be world-class. Let's begin. This is an apple packing house, and here's a cherry line, and these are pears. All fruit packing houses operate a little differently, depending on their age and the products they deliver. But there are plenty of common characteristics. There's a wet end of the plant where fruit from the orchards arrives, is washed, rinsed, and then sent to the dry end, where it's sorted, labeled, packed, and finally sent to storage and shipping. To support this process, we have restrooms, maintenance shops, and offices. Every area of the plant is a zone. There are 4 of them. This is Zone 1. Yes, my hand. Anything that comes into contact with this apple, whether it's my hands, gloves, belts, or brushes, is Zone 1. Our mission is to protect Zone 1 from cross-contamination and cross-contact. You'll learn more about that in a moment. But first, let me show you the zones. Again, Zone 1 is anything that comes into direct contact with our products. The inside of the dump tank, the flumes that transport these cherries, and of course, these gloves. Can you guess what zone this is? Yes, Zone 2. Pipes, valves, all the surfaces next to Zone 1 that don't come into direct contact with food are Zone 2. Zone 3 are all the areas near or next to Zone 2. Floors, walls, ceilings, drains, and even forklifts are considered Zone 3. All the other areas outside but close to the packing areas of the plant are Zone 4. This includes lunchrooms, loading docks, even the front entryway. So, why do we separate the plant into 4 zones? Well, that goes back to our highest priority: protecting Zone 1 from pathogens and allergens. These are pathogens. Pathogens are harmful bacteria, viruses, and parasites. When they come into contact with food, bad things can happen. We call this cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is the physical movement of pathogens from a person or place to our products. On average, every year, 1 in 6 people in America get sick from a foodborne pathogen, and 3,000 die. There are lots of ways cross-contamination happens and proven ways to prevent this danger. We take great care in our orchards to deliver clean, safe fruit. We avoid spreading dirt and debris in and around the plant, and we regularly clean and maintain all of our packing equipment. There's one other way we prevent cross-contamination in our plant. I'll show you in a moment, but first, let's talk about cross-contact. You may be one of many people who have allergies to certain foods. Peanuts, for example. Cross-contact is as simple as peanut butter meeting jam on bread. For many, this is a delicious lunch. But if those peanuts somehow got onto your food, you could become very sick. About 90% of all food allergies in the United States come from what scientists call the Big 8. Each year, illness caused by cross-contact results in 30,000 emergency room visits and 150 deaths. Preventive cross-contact begins in our lunchroom. Here you'll see all kinds of typical lunch foods, many of them members of the Big Eight. These people prevent cross-contact by scrubbing down counters and tables after meals. They wipe up spills, properly dispose of any waste, and practice another critical skill that guarantees there will be no cross-contact. In just a few minutes, you've learned a lot about food safety. You know about the 4 zones. You understand and know some of the ways to prevent cross-contact and cross-contamination. And now, I'll show you the most important way we prevent illness and disease in our plant. We wash our hands. These people know that washing their hands regularly, the right way, is their most important priority to prevent illness and disease. Let's learn how they do it. First, wet your hands. Then, apply soap.
Happy birthday.
Just as you begin scrubbing, pick a song that lasts 20 seconds and play it in your head while you wash the fronts, the backs, your forearms, and the in-betweens to renditions of Happy Birthday Does It, or whatever you like. Take the time to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Now, rinse your hands well and dry them with a paper towel or a hand dryer. Push your way out of the restroom door with your shoulder or elbow. Just nod your hands. That goes for your gloves too. These are powerful tools. They protect our hands and our food. When you practice a handful of rules about glove use, our mission to deliver fresh, safe food to the market is in good hands. The first rule is always wash your hands before putting on gloves. Gloves do not replace proper hand washing. When you start, it's a good idea to clip your nails so they don't tear your gloves. Once you put your gloves on, avoid touching anything on your way to work. Use your gloves only for the job you're doing. If you contaminate them by touching another person, your clothes, a surface such as this waste can, or if they tear, throw your gloves away. Replace your gloves after every break or generally every 2 hours. And always wash your hands before putting on new ones. And now you know. You know about the 4 zones and why we are so committed to preventing cross-contamination and cross-contact with Zone 1. You know the best way, the only way to wash your hands. And you know how to use your gloves. Well, I know the answer to these 3 simple questions. Let's see if you do too. How long should you scrub your hands with soap? 20 seconds. What does cross-contact transfer to fruit? Allergens. Finally, what zone is this? Zone 2. In the days to come, as you continue to master your job, use the food safety skills you've learned today so your friends and family can enjoy safe food tomorrow. Good food safety habits are at the heart of what thoughtful people do for others. Thanks.